So I wanted to make a video about one of their tactics they used on me this morning, but it's gonna blow up in their face because it's a bald face lie. So I get on Instagram, and usually the perps like my pictures, but their names are subliminals. Their names are subliminals. And this person's name was I Don't Feed My Kids. And when I read that, it went down into the depths of my heart because it's no lengths that these people, they stoop to the lowest of the lows of accusations that are not true. That is a lie. Growing up, I suffered from lack of nutrition. I did not eat very much at all. And so one of my biggest pet peeves as a mother is to always, under all circumstances, make sure that my kids get 3 meals a day, plus snacks. And for them to follow me around, chase me around, stalk me around grocery stores, make me uncomfortable all while I shop, and I still shop for my children. Even under them circumstances, I still shop for food for my children. And for them to accuse me, to try to subliminally, or this is probably one of the lies they've told. It's a lie from the pit of hell. And so when I would be doing people's hair and stuff, I would have clients come over and they're like really observing, right? Because they're told, oh yeah, she doesn't feed her kids and just a bunch of crap. What I did, because my 17-year-old, the one that works with them and the one who spreaded this rumor, said, what he did was he would eat everything up as soon as I would grocery shop within a day or two. Like literally in 24 hours, all the snacks, all the treats, like anything special I bought for them, cinnamon rolls, stuff like that. They're snacks, right? The fruit, I have to put the fruit in the refrigerator. Fruit is usually gone within the first few days. I go to the grocery store and spend $200-$300 every time I grocery shop. And I grocery shop multiple times. My children go to the grocery store down the street multiple times a week. Literally. Like, we grocery shop all the time because I'm really big on, never allowing my children to miss a meal. God knows that's the truth. I know that's the truth. They know that's the truth. But it's just a lie. Okay? So I'm pinpointing this because I just want to tell y'all how they make a single mother feel. Especially a single mother that, under whatever circumstances, makes sure that her kids are provided for and taken care of. My children have a lot of hair. I do hair. I'm a hairstylist. Well, when I was working, even though they have not allowed me to build my clientele. They've not allowed me to make any money. They have literally sabotaged me when I was working. They had perps all in my job. One of them tried to poison me. He put something in one of my drinks and I began to hallucinate off of it because his plan was to rape me. Somebody from work invited me out to lunch and the guy tried to poison me. I was stalked by one of the managers at my job who would use their their subliminals or whatever at me. And so it really hurt me. They were accusing me. People were going around accusing me of being a prostitute. Okay, I've been accused of not taking care of my children. I've been accused of one kid accused me of being a porno star. And I'm like, what? What? Are you kidding me? And he said that his mother was getting a check for me. That his mother was getting a check for me. Okay, so when she told me about this, the mother told me about this, and her son was really bad when I was around him. I just felt for her because I'm like, this child has a problem. And, my heart went out to her. And when I confronted him about telling my children this lie, he denied it. He said that my daughter's the one who said it, and all of this other stuff. But even though he said I was on Pornhub, he said that his mother was getting a check for me, that my porn name was Momo Money or something like that. And I just couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. I was just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, the lengths that these people will go to try to smear your name, your reputation, because they don't like you. They don't want anyone else to like you. So these are the lies you know what I'm saying? Oh, back to the food situation. So because my son doesn't know how to, the same son that's spreading this lie doesn't know how to control himself. He will be like a rat in the middle of the night eating all the kids' snacks and does not care. When you confront him about it, it's like he just plays this nonchalant role, like, my bad type thing. Okay. So I started doing day-by-day shopping. Not only was I being gang stalked, okay, but also just hit with electronic weaponry while I'm grocery shopping. I'm going to tag a link under this video that is another confirmation to the electronic weaponry and how they do stalk civilians. They use retired police, retired veterans, to do the groundwork, or whatever you want to call it. So you have those unmarked cars, and these people are desperate just to make an income and and to be in their inner circle and to go to their little brunches or whatever you want to call it. And I would move by a country club. That was probably one of the worst things I could do. All these people more than likely are maybe somehow branched off from there. But I keep a full pantry. And I literally budget to make sure that my children get at the least 3 meals a day. At the least, okay? And I just am so hurt and offended because that's one of my biggest pet peeves, okay? Clean clothes, clean house, food, education. They are lying on me and smearing my name. I just cannot believe the audacity of these people. I really am so disgusted. Sorry, I'm getting ready because I have to go pick up my daughter's tablet. And then I got falsely accused of that. And then the principal, they watch you. So they know when you're not around your phone because they don't want to confront the situation. And they don't want to change anything. They have so many absences on her so that she can't get good grades when they've had her tablet twice for repairs for days at a time. So then they happily send me a letter saying they've been trying to reach me. They couldn't get a hold of me. When I left my number, I gave them my new number. They have my new number. They're lying. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the games, okay? They don't want me to move. They were running me out of here, and now they don't want me to move. It is sick, narcissistic supply. They want me to be their supply. They want me to they want me to be their little toy that they can play with in the neighborhood and make money off of. Stop, watch, get dressed, because they do that, right? You have no private life. They watch everything. And they definitely always mess with me if my hair is not combed. Like, I'm a single mother. Sometimes I just want to rest. You know what I'm saying? On top of dealing with them, I have to take care of my children. And that's why I record everything. I record even when they don't know I'm recording, I'm recording. How can someone just be, like everything's fine when they're being stalked and harassed by their community? I don't think anybody can sit up but I'm fine. Like, I don't miss a day without taking care of my responsibility. I get up and I take care of my responsibility every day. Every day. And these people are liars. They're jealous. Unfortunately, they are very jealous. Very jealous. In my community, I don't see any beautiful women anywhere. Like when I lived in Chicago, it was pretty women everywhere, But in this community, nobody, like everybody is popped around me, like old or heavy, like fat. um, they don't look like too much of anything. The car she probably has is more than likely a reward for gang stalking. I don't see anything. Like yesterday, the neighbors let their dog out of the house while my children were outside playing. And I should have recorded it. My children playing, they put their dog out the house. Scared the crap out of my kids. They jumped on the car. Because my daughter's allergic to pets, so that's why she's allergic to fur, like dog hair and cat hair. And she has bad allergies, so I don't have a pet because of it. And so they let their dog outside while my kids are outside playing. They do not like when I let my kids come outside and play. These people something is really wrong with them. You don't see anybody's kids outside just getting a breath of fresh air. Rarely do people come outside with kids. Like, where are y'all kids at? You know what I'm saying? Like, they just cooped up in the house every day. Like, they don't never come outside. These kids never come outside in this neighborhood. When we had neighbors with kids, guess what? They were ran out. My other neighbor that had kids died out of the blue, okay? I'm so disgusted with these people out here. I don't like them. They are terrible, terrible people, terrible people. And to know, oh, this is one of their lies, I'm appalled. I'm really appalled. And I cannot believe that they would lie on me like this. My own family. My own family. The same family that I fed. The same family that I would bring groceries to their houses and stuff. All this, like, this wasn't a rare thing where I occasionally did it. It was all the time. All the time. And I would let their children come over and they could eat whatever they wanted. Not everything, but they would have their snacks and their meals. But my kids come over, I have to buy food and bring them food. Okay, that's fine. I feed my kids. You don't got to tell me twice. But I just find it ironic. You know what I'm saying? Like, that these are the same people that I saw their kids hungry for hours and they wouldn't feed them. They ignored them. I don't ignore my children when they tell me they're hungry. I don't care how tired I am, whatever I'm going through, they're going to eat, period. Period. So to know, because, they like to let you know. They like to let you know and make you feel some type of way. But I'm going to make them feel some type of way. Because I'm going to take pictures and record every time my children eat. I cannot believe these people have the audacity to sit up here and think that I'm going to sit back and let them try to frame me through my retarded. No, I'm not going to call him retarded. But he got a problem. My 17-year-old is mentally, like, he's unwell. His word for anything cannot be trusted. He is a liar. And he loves to target me. Like, he is like my number one enemy. But then he's the first person to keep asking me for stuff. And as soon as I say yes to him, he will just keep asking and keep asking. Almost like he's intentionally wanting to agitate me. Like, he once I say yes, he will come up to my room like 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, he'll just keep coming back to back until I say, hey, because you couldn't stop coming in here asking me for stuff. Then he'll give me that look of, it's on, because you told me no. Like, it's on. Get ready, for me to stalk you. Get ready for me. He goes and he reports to whoever he's reporting to. The last time I tried to follow him to see who's this person he's going to report to, and he put a brick through my window. But I believe it is some white man in the neighborhood around the corner that sells bikes. He plays like he's not a part of it at times, but then as soon as he feels like he's in the clear, that I'm in a good mood, he makes sure that he causes something to affect me. Like, that's his job. He will intentionally agitate me for hours. And then when I finally be like, could you leave me alone? He'll start recording me to make it look like, see? But he's not showing the good times. He's not showing how much he was agitating me. He's only recording that moment that he pushed me and pushed me and pushed me. You know what I mean? Because teenagers are hard to deal with. But I deal with it because they're mine. They're my teenagers. The funny thing about it is, he's in jail. He's in jail now because he tried to attack me. He tried to attack me because I told him I don't want him influencing my other son in the wrong way. And so I would prefer for him not to be in his room because he spends hours in his room, my other son's room, just filling his head with garbage, trying to turn him against me, basically. My other son is small and afraid of him. And so my younger son will come talk to me in private and say, I just don't want him to, I just try to keep the peace. So sometimes I'll play along to get along with him. But I noticed that when my other son my 14-year-old would get mad at me, he would repeat things put into his head by my 17-year-old. And I'm over it. I just cannot believe that they would use your children. You know what I mean? I'm looking at my 14-year-old who was happy. He was just a good, good in school. Then my oldest decided to drop out. And then his sister decided to drop out. And then my 14-year-old almost tried it. And thankfully now 14-year-old's back doing his work, grades looking better. My daughter is back in school. She's getting good, excellent grades. She's been doing an amazing job with her schoolwork. Thank God. Of course, they're going to try to take the credit for it. Oh, yeah, I'll get to that later. But they want her. They want my 16-year-old daughter. And I'm trying with everything I can to protect my daughters because these people are all about turning your daughters out. They are all about it. After they use you, then they want your daughters, your pretty daughters, so they can use them for whatever they want to use them for and mold them how they want to mold them. They don't want you to raise your own children. Now, I see why people go Amish and just live off the grid. Of course, we're never taught to do that. We're never taught to live off the grid. How can they control us if we're off the grid? And so as badly as they seem to not want us, they will stalk us wherever we go. It's kind of doesn't make any sense. It's you don't like me. You don't like my existence. Yet you're fascinated by everything that I do. You want to know my every move. Why? Leave me the hell alone. You sick, twisted bastard. Because you don't have a father. You couldn't. You couldn't have a father. No way. It ain't God. That's for sure. It definitely isn't God. No way. No way it could be. No. I wouldn't believe that, not for a moment. They are fatherless. And They don't have any morals. The morals that they're expecting you to live by, they don't live by. They're the ones not feeding their children. They're the ones sitting up in front of a computer every day, stalking people like some freaking Jeffrey Dahmer with Hannibal type people. Like, these people are like, they're mad. They are so mad. They so mad. They're mad. They're mad. They're mad. They're mad because God have kept me. He's preserved me all of these years. He really has. Like, I do not, thankfully, I don't look like what I've been through. I thank God that I don't look like what they have put me through. Because they have put me through so much, you know, and a lot of people would have looked like an old lady by now. They would have. They really would have. A lot of people would probably look like, you know, they wouldn't be healthy, you know. But I just thank God that he gives me the strength to keep going. And I don't roll out of bed every day looking like, you know, I'm a little oily because I use essential oils on my face and a moisturizer, of course. But I just thank God that I don't look like what they put me through. Like, I'm not some out of shape, weirdo that, you know, can't get a man, or, you know, I turn men down all the time because I don't trust them. I do not trust them. So I'm not like some out of shape, you know, weird fat person eating bonbons. I'm a pretty girl. Perfect? No. I'm not perfect. No, I'm not perfect, but I'm not like horrible looking either. So it's like, I just, you know, like I said, I'm just really over the lies. I'm over it. Like, I'm gonna try to see if you guys can see. Like I'm tall. I'm petite, but I'm tall. So I actually weigh more than I look like. Like, I weigh way more than what I look like. I take care of myself as best as I can for someone in my shoes. And I give God the credit, because I could look like terrible, but I don't. Out of everything they put me through, I don't look absolutely terrible, no. They hate when my hair is braided because they know that's when I fight the hardest. So they keep telling me, don't do that to your hair. So they love to attack you when you're just bare. It's almost like these braids are like warrior braids or something. I don't know. But anyways, I hope y'all have a blessed day.